I'm going to be reading Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson and Kristen Johnson. All right, let's get right into it. Put it right here. All right. A note for parents about Who Moves My Cheese for Kids from Dr. Spencer Johnson. Many of the millions of people all around the world who have read Who Moved My Cheese say the same thing they wish they had known, the cheese story, when they were younger. Wouldn't it be great if as kids we'd known how to deal with the change and when? Some years ago, our family moved our 5,000 miles to a place with a different culture. A few months after the boys began at a new school, their teacher marveled at how well they adapted. They have grown up on the story of Who Moved My Cheese and saw that change could be fun and it would bring them something better. This story can help kids change and win. Your family may be experiencing many different kinds of change, but whatever it is, we hope your children will enjoy these kids' edition of the story, which has been created especially for them, and that you will all find for your own new cheese and enjoy it. Once upon a time, there lived 4 little friends named Sniff, Scurry, Hem, and Haw. Every morning, they put on their running shoes and got ready to look for what made them happy, magical cheese. Magical cheese was special because when you found it, it made you feel good about yourself. It was hidden somewhere in the big maze where there were many different places to go. Sniff and Scurry were very smart and always remembered where they had been before, so they kept exploring in new places where the cheese might be. Sniff had a great nose. He could sniff the air and smell where the cheese was. Scurry had a fast feet. He scurried ahead and get to the cheese quickly. Hem and Haw were also smart. They read books and study maps to find the magical cheese. Let's try going this way, Haw would say. I'm not sure, Hem would answer. Hem and Haw Hem and Haw did not want to get lost in any dark corners, so they went through the maze slowly, one step at a time. Day after day, 4 friends searched through the large maze to find cheese. They went into dark areas and ran into dead ends, but they just turned around and headed off in a new direction. Then all of a sudden, one lucky day, it happened. All 4 friends found something wonderful. What do you think it was? Look around here. It's a good maze. Oh, a magical cheese! Cheese Station C. They found magical cheese. It was inside of large rooms called Cheese Station C. It had been there all time just waiting for someone to find it. Whoopee! Cried Haw. Hooray! Yelled Sniff and Scurry. Hem shouted, there's enough here to last us all forever. Sniff liked the slices, that smelled nice. Scurry nibbled on the hard yellow cubes of cheese. Hem liked the kind with holes in it. And Haw enjoyed the soft white cheese shaped like a wheel. Each began to imagine what the magical cheese could bring them. Sniff pictured himself playing with a new friend at Blue Cheese Park. Scurry imagined himself scoring the winning goal in cheese soccer. Haw saw himself getting good grades at Bree Elementary, and Hem dreamed he lived in a great home atop Swiss Cheese Hill. Later that fell, they all headed towards the little houses. The next morning, Sniff and Scurry woke up early and laced up their running shoes. They raced through the maze straight to the Cheese Station C. When they got there, Sniff smelled the cheese to see if it was still fresh, and Scurry measured it to how much it was left. When they were satisfied there was enough cheese for another day, they took off their running shoes and hung them around their necks so they could find them quickly if they needed them again. Then Sniff and Scurry settled in and began to enjoy the magical cheese. Meanwhile, Hem and Haw slept later and later. We already know where the cheese is. Hem thought, I don't need to hurry, sorry. Haw yawned. It's comfortable here in my bed. I just saw a little more. Having cheese makes you happy. When Hem and Haw finally arrived at a cheese station C, they made themselves right at home. Hem built himself a cheese chair to relax, and Haw wrote on the wall, having cheese makes you happy. Cheese Station C. Day after day, Sniff and Scurry got up early, scurried over the cheese station C, and measured the cheese to see what was happening. But Hem and Haw slept later and later every day. They did not pay much attention to the cheese. They just expected it to always be there. Can you see what was happening to the cheese? They were sniffing it and measuring it while they were just eating it. And they're the mouses and they're the people. That's weird. Okay. Then one morning, Sniff and Scurry arrived earlier at Cheese Station C to find the cheese was gone. They was not completely surprised since they had noticed the supply of cheese have been getting smaller. They knew that they were going to have to go back into the maze to look for a new cheese. I bet it will be just as good as the old cheese, said Scurry. Even better, said Sniff. He squealed. The new cheese will be even better. Much later, Hem and Haw arrived at the empty Cheese Station C. They looked around. They could not believe their eyes. Hem yelled, What? No cheese? No cheese? Who moved my cheese? Hem got very angry. He thought the cheese was always be his, something he deserved to have, no matter what. He jumped up and down, shouting, It's not fair! Cheese Station C on the wall, as you can see. Haw was just disappointed as Hem, but he did not yell or stomp his feet. Haw stood perfectly still like a statue. He did not know what to do. He was shocked. Then Haw noticed something. Hem, he said, Where are Sniff and Scurry? Hem looked around. I don't know, he answered. I bet they went back to the maze to find the cheese, said Haw. Maybe we should do too. No, said Hem. I don't want to. It's too confusing out there in the maze. Remember how hard it was to find the cheese? It's safer just wait until they put the old cheese back here again. Haw listened to his friend and became afraid too. I guess you're right, Hem, Haw said. Cheese Station C out on the wall. The next day, Hem and Haw went back to the empty Cheese Station C. They were hoping cheese would come back. Every day they waited and waited and waited, hoping for everything to be just like it was before. Meanwhile, Sniff and Scurry were sniffing and scurrying through the maze looking for a new cheese. Some days they thought little bits of magical cheese and stopped for a quick snack. They always left some behind for their friends, Hem and Haw. Then they found a new area of the maze. It was called Cheese Station N. The cheese supply was 10 times bigger than back at Cheese Station C. But Hem and Haw were still waiting back at the empty cheese Station C. Finally, Haw looked at his friend and started laughing. Ha ha! Look at us. We look funny. Things have changed, but we haven't all changed. Hem was too mad to laugh, but when Haw laughed himself, he felt better. At himself, he felt better. Then Hall wrote on the wall, "What would you do if you weren't afraid?" Hall knew. "Let's go in the maze," Hem said. But Hem said, "No, I don't want to." For a change, Hall did not listen to the Hem. He said, "It's time to change and find a new magical cheese. What would you do if you weren't afraid?" Hall shouted, "It's maze time," and ran into the maze. At first he was nervous because he did not know what was going to happen, but the more Hall thought about how he would enjoy new magical cheese, the more confident he became. He felt free. He wondered, why do I feel so good? My bad. On the wall it says, "When you stop being afraid, you feel good." Hall realized it had become he was not so afraid. He wrote on the wall, "When you stop being afraid, you feel good." Hall hoped that Hem might come along and read the handwriting on the wall. Hall even drew arrows to show which way he was going. Then he ran into the maze, and there was around the corner. He came upon Cheese Station E, and he found nothing. Cheese Station E was empty except for all the few bits of cheese. I bet there used to be cheese here, but Sniff and Scurry probably ate it. Haw said if it had just changed faster, I would have to share it with them. He went over and wrote on the wall of cheese on Cheese Station E, "The sooner you let go of old cheese, the sooner you will find new cheese." As Hall went into the area of the maze, he found more and more bits of magical cheese. It did not taste anything like the old cheese he was used to. Hall was surprised it tastes better. "I'll go back to them and tell them about this." So he went back through the maze all the way back to his friend in Cheese Station C. When Hall arrived, he found Hem lying on the floor. "Hem," he cried. "Hem!" Hem said weakly, "Hall, I am so glad to see you. It's lonely here. Did you find more cheese out there? The kind I like, with the holes in it?" "Well, no," said Hall, "but I did find a few bits of the magical cheese. It's really good. Here, try some." "Oh no," said Hem. I don't think I would like it. I'll just wait until they put my old cheese back." Hem, the old cheese is gone," said Haw. "It's time for us to find new cheese. I know it seems scary at first, but once you get going, it's fun." "No," said Hem stubbornly. So sadly, Haw waved goodbye and went back into the maze. Haw was sad because his friend would not change. But he was not going to stay in the empty Cheese Station C feeling sorry for him. He wanted to explore the maze, and he really believed he could find new cheese. Soon Haw raced along and exclaimed, "Ha ha! I feel good because I have changed. I'm doing something new. It's fun. I like the new me." Then Haw entered the darkest part of the maze to find him help his way. Haw imagined his new magical cheese. He pictured himself finding and enjoying his new magical cheese. He felt better and better. Haw thought seeing the picture is like having a dream, and even while I am wide awake, it seems so real. What do you think your new cheese could be? On the wall it says, "Imagining your new cheese helps you find it." The more Haw imagined himself finding something better, the easier for him to find his way. He stopped and wrote on the wall, "Imagining your cheese helps you find it." When Haw moved on, he found himself in a part of the maze with new smells and new colors. It was brighter and welcoming. Then Haw rounded the corner and was absolutely amazed when he saw. Can you guess what it was? Right in front of Hall was Cheese Station N. Wow, look at all of this new magical cheese, Hall explained. He dove right into it just like he imagined. Then he shouted, this is better than the old cheese, Cheese Station N. Hall's dream had come true. He was so happy. Then he heard the sounds of laughter. Hall looked over and saw Sniff and Scurry, who were glad that Hall had arrived. Hall realized, I should have moved the new cheese sooner. Away Sniff and Scurry did. Hall helped Scurry measure the cheese and see how much it was really. From now on, I'm going to pay attention to what is happening with the cheese. Then he wrote on the wall, smell the cheese often so you know when it is old. Later, Hall thought about his journey through the maze and had learned a lot. It seemed like only yesterday he believed change happened to him. Like when someone moved his cheese from the Cheese Station C, now he realized that the best change happens inside you. Like when you believe a change can lead something better. After thinking about his time in the maze, he wrote on the wall what he had learned. The handwriting on the wall. Having cheese makes you happy. What would you do if you weren't afraid? When you stop being afraid, you feel good. The sooner you let go of the old cheese, the sooner you will find new cheese. Imagining your new cheese helps you find it. Smell the cheese often so you don't get it, when it's getting old. Move to the new cheese and enjoy it. All of a sudden, Hall thought he had heard a sound somewhere in the maze. Was someone coming? Had him read on the handwriting the wall and found his way. Hall turned his head and crossed his fingers for good luck. He hoped with all the might that maybe his friend's finally able to move to the new cheese and enjoy it. The end. And that was the book Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson and Kristen Johnson. Bye, Storybook Villagers.
Oh, wait, Frankie, I'm not stopping yet. Do you want to ask a discussion question that was on the back?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's do discussion question. Okay. Do you think him changed? I think he did. Are you like Sniff?
Why? Why do you think he changed?
Because he went out of his comfort zone. Are you like Sniff, Scurry, Hem, or All? Yeah.
Which one? That was kind of a multiple choice question.
I would say Hem and Haw.
Why?
Because comes out of comfort zone and yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
He comes out of his comfort zone and like his brain.
So you're adventurous.
Yeah. Could Haw change his friend Hem, or can you only change yourself? I think he could change him by encouraging him and like saying, "Go, buddy, go." What would you do when your cheese is moved? I would go for it. Never give up.
Like Dee Dee Deer says.
Yeah. What could your new magical cheese be? I don't know. I like courage or something by magical cheese. How could you do something new to change and win today? By being brave and being calm. All right. That's pretty much it, Storybook Villagers. Thank you.